January 12th, 2024. Today I decided to conduct a quick, informal, and unscientific cost-benefit analysis or risk-reward analysis of living in Bangkok, and particularly retiring in Bangkok. And one risk that immediately comes to mind is getting into a traffic accident while riding in a tuk-tuk like this, because if I were involved in a collision, I'm sure I would end up in a bad place or may not even survive at all. But while I would have had some qualms about getting on initially, now I don't feel that unsafe. Maybe because I've seen several other modes of transportation that really look dangerous, far more than a tuk-tuk. For example, a motorcycle taxi. I see many young women getting on these motorcycle taxis behind the motorcycle driver without a helmet, side straddle, and not even holding on to the guy and looking at their phones. That looks dangerous to me, and I wouldn't want to get on a motorcycle like that, particularly since I weigh twice as much as an average passenger. But, whoa. Okay, tuk-tuk. Yeah, this is where I draw the line. Another risk that I can think of is heat and pollution. The heat, I'm not so sure. I mean, I know a number of people who deliberately expose themselves to heat, and they think heat is therapeutic. And it may be for them. For me, I find this level of heat suffocating to the point that I sometimes feel lightheaded. Pollution, I'm sure it's unhelpful for everyone. You can see, smell, and feel pollution here. When I look out in the distance, above the skyline, the sky is yellowish brown. Even when I look directly above my head, the sky is light blue, but it's not bright light blue. It has a yellowish or brownish tint, and it's just not clear. And my throat constantly feels itchy, even now, most likely from pollution. So it is bad. Another risk here is getting scammed, as I was on my way in from the airport on my first day here. It was late at night, and the taxi driver asked for 700 baht, and I paid it. The guy said, he had to pay an airport tax and had to wait for a passenger for a long time. So I had a feeling that I was being overcharged, but I didn't want to argue with him because it was late at night. I was tired, and I just wanted to get to my hotel quickly, take a shower, and go to bed. And later I found out just exactly how much I was being scammed. And, the taxi ride should have cost me no more than 250, even with the 50 baht airport tax that he had to pay. And I guess in this case, the 50 baht fee was a fee that he paid for an opportunity to scam a naive customer like me. So that was a little irritating in hindsight and based on principle. But from a pragmatic perspective, I didn't think it was that big a deal, and I certainly didn't lose sleep over it, because it wasn't that much of money. Another risk is getting pickpocketed here, based on the signs, beware of pickpockets, signs that I see on subway trains and other public places. You would think pickpocketing is rampant here, But I don't feel that way. I've certainly never been a victim of pickpocketing, and I don't know of anyone else. So I know they exist, but I think as long as you take basic precautions, as I do, such as keeping my phone and wallet in my front pockets, I think the risk is quite minimal. But the most important risk that I would be concerned about is losing your mobility. When you become old and frail and you can't walk on your own, because if you had to be on a wheelchair, you will lose your mobility. In fact, I haven't seen one wheelchair out in the streets. I mean, I occasionally see them, not many, but occasionally at hotels and these high-tech modern shopping centers. But just out in the streets, I don't see them. And you couldn't move around in them because the sidewalk is very uneven, and there are steps and ditches and unexpected places. It would be just too dangerous. I mean, you can get around, you can be driven around, and with the help of someone, you can be wheeled around at five-star hotel and modern buildings, but your quality of life would be drastically diminished. But on the other hand, there are many benefits or rewards of living here in Bangkok. I mentioned food many times. Food is not only tasty and inexpensive, but they're also sanitary. I eat street food almost every day, and I've yet to get sick. I've gotten sick once from overeating at a sushi and sashimi buffet restaurant, but that's my fault. Not from street food. I've never gotten sick. Another benefit is medical facilities here. Perhaps surprisingly, I heard that Thailand has world-class medical facilities here. So much so that people from all over the world flock to Thailand for medical tourism. And also, I would say public transportation is excellent. Both the underground subway trains and the sky trains are well air conditioned and clean, as well as being inexpensive. And the Thai people are just extremely courteous and polite, and it's delightful to interact with them on a daily basis. So, yes. But of course, what good is low cost of living if pollution, sanitation, and crime were so bad that you would never want to come here. But that's not the case in Thailand. So no country has everything, but Thailand has a lot of what you would want. Crime is very low. I feel very safe walking at night. And it's not only me. Local young women walk alone at night all the time. I see them. Now, good sanitation, good food, everything at a low price. So I would say the rewards significantly outweigh the risks. And here, even if you're on a fixed, modest income, you can enjoy all the life's pleasures without foregoing the modern conveniences you would expect at a more advanced country. So that is my thought for today. Have a great day or a great night, and see you next time.